Beautiful. Let's just breathe in and out to sit in that position. If it's uncomfortable, you can have a little pillow under or towel or whatever, okay? Just having like sitting on top of something if you feel uncomfortable on the hip. If it's uncomfortable, just sit a little bit higher. That makes it much easier for you. And then first, we're gonna put hands on top of the ribs. Shoulders will be nice and down. All right, and focus on your breath. As you breathe in, to expand the rib cage, imagine like the rib cage going that way. And when you're breathing out, the rib cage going down and that way. But you're not depressing your spine. You're not compressing your spine as you're doing this. It's just about a lateral thing, then up and down here. You inhale and exhale. Nice deep breath in. Relax your shoulders. Focus on your breath. And exhale back. Thinking like your hands give you a little bit more proprioception for you. One more to go. Beautiful. Lovely, guys. Now we have hands behind our head, okay? Thinking like you have a big ball, the feet ball behind you, but you don't. And then now imagine you going around the ball as you breathe in. An open chest. And have support from the ball, but you have support from your arm. And exhale, you bring back and think the ball on front of you as well as you go all the way over to the ball. You create a space here. Imagine you have the ball and you want to go all the way over to the ball with your forehead. And then you back. Like I'm not bending from my lower back. I just moving around. I try to get my spine around to extending over to the ball on the back. And then the opposite way, I get it nice and neutral and go around the ball in front as well. Make sure the sit bones are nice, sitting down and anchor on the floor. You're not moving, not lift the sit bones. You can stay on the mat, on the pillow, on the towel, it's not a problem. It's just about to get nice and have anchor sit bone. You plant your sit bone on the floor. One more to go. Extending, open your chest, send your chest bone forward, get the scapulars down, and beautiful, lovely. Now we have hands on top of our back here. It's not on the butt, okay? It's just on top here. What you're gonna do is like opposite pressure or opposite force. As you pull down the shoulders and hands, you do an extension on the neck. It's like you force in the opposite way. You extend it here and pull your hands, pressing your hands down to your chest and back to neutral. You should feel the stretch and the edges, the collarbone and the sternum, right? Beautiful. And go. Keep going. You are doing well, girls. Don't worry. Keep focused on you. Focus on yourself. just try to get more mobility in our neck, collarbone, and the thoracic spine. One more to go. This exercise, I know you're not going to remember, but I just want to let you know, and then if you keep going through the whole pregnancy, you're going to remember this. But because you guys start to stay in that position for so long, many hours and hours and hours, this is becoming very tight. Okay, I recommend to do this every morning, every time that you like. I know it's hard because you breastfeeding and then want to sleep, or you don't have much time to thinking about things like that, but I will always try to remind you, sit on the bed after or before and try to do this, to release this part, because we become like this after, to being breastfeeding and holding and not everything that you do on the front and all the time in that position. That's important to get this release, okay? All right, now you're going to sit with one leg in that position, like a mermaid position. Yes. If it's too uncomfortable, you can have a little bit support on the bottom as a pillow or top. And then we have the other opposite hand in that position here. Okay, it's just the fingertip. And then we're going to bring this arm up, and then I will bend this arm and go all the way over. All right. I'm not going with my whole body. I'm bending over, side bend. I bend, and keep that knee and keep the side of the hip down to get the really stretch on the hip and the ribs. Okay? And then you bring back. And then you're gonna do the other side as well. Like imagine you're pendulum, that you go this way and bend. That you be much harder. But this side, keep focus on this side still. Thinking now, here, you release and allow the head femur get into your hip. Don't push, don't go against to try to release. That giving a little rotation there, but don't force it even, all right? Just be natural, that you're going to this natural, don't worry. Don't force. Don't struggle with it. And go. Allow the femur get in. Relax and try to get your sit bone down on that side. Hurts. If it hurts too much, stop and go. Keep sit bone down. And go. Engage the core, find the obliques, get the length of your spine to create space, and the sit bone draw out to your body. And back, one more to go. And go. And back. All right, still the same side. You're gonna lean a little bit more further, that I'm getting I forgot the name. This angle of your spine, and then you bring your arm in here. All right? The point of this finger up there, and the point of these fingers there, you build the same line. And from now, we're gonna twist and try to reach the arm and send your chest to the same line, in parallel to the floor, and back. That's it. All right. Okay, focus on here, because all three are doing something too much to your shoulder. Don't collapse. Push. Get the engagement with your triceps and lats. You keep pushing out and maintain that distance between your shoulder to your ear. Okay? You don't allow that your shoulder comes up. Keep the triceps and lats in connection. That's it. And back. Feels alright, Nivea? Feels okay, Sally? Alright, Lucia? And back. Good girls. One more to go, and then you stay. You put your hands there, and now you're gonna try to do a little back extension. As you extend and try to lifting this part up a little bit. And now you round the spine and push into the floor your sit bone. And you open your chest, 6 sit bone out, and send your chest bone forward. And then you drop your head, tilt your pelvis, and bring all the way back. And then one more to go. Extend, less neck and more thoracic. Keep the connection with your shoulders back and round up. Neutral spine, bring your arm and sit back. And then we're going to the other side. Everything okay? Right. This is for hip, and special now, maybe in 2 weeks for you guys, you're gonna feel a little bit more uncomfortable on the hip joints, and especially the pubic bone start to feeling a bit on the groin, okay? This is for to release this part. All right, you're moving here, the other hand's there. We're going to all the way bend, side bend. Keep the hip down, keep the knee down, and then you all the way move back this way, and allow your head femur get into your hip joint. Create space, sit your sit bone down, and go. Side bend, I bend over to my ribs, my hip. Get nice and lengthy from one side, from the bottom to the spine, to the top of your head, and now allow the head femur get into your hip. Your lat get into your hip. This side is hard, Nivea? No? Yeah. One more to go. Are you okay, Sally? And back. And go. Beautiful. Fingertip here, fingertip. Oh, sorry, this side. Right, now you're going to spine twist. Twist your spine, reach the floor. Find the connection all through across the shoulder blade and back. Yes, remember, don't allow your shoulder here. Try to maintain the connection with the bottom arm and go. And back. One more, and then we're going to stay there. Place the hands, and then you do an extension as you stick sit bone away from you and stern forward. And then you drop your head, tilt your pelvis and curl your spine back. Stick sit bone away and open chest. You should feel the stretch on the bottom leg, on the bottom glute. And curl and back. And go. And back. One more to go. And curl. through, engage your core, and bring it all the way back. Okay, girls, you're using this stick today. And then we're gonna working a bit. Be standing up, please. Lucia, if you could you please just move it down a bit to your iPad that I can see you. And you too, Nivea, just pull down the iPad to or whatever it is. Sally, do you have a stick? Take your stick from the mop. You don't have a mop? Right. Alright, girls, for you now. I'm gonna keep going, alright? Feet and external rotation and a bit wider. Then hip. Alright? And then you have hands, hold the stick here, but just giving a perception for your shoulder. Okay? You sit your shoulder back and stay. From that, you're gonna bend the knees a little bit, not much, just for to get off the hyperextension. I just get my knees soft, right? And then from here, thinking like you, articulate your spine from core, all the way down, gentle and slow. Allow your arm get nice and soft. And then from here, we start to articulate the spine and roll all the way back up. And then you roll the shoulders back again. Beautiful, lovely, Sally. Just get yourself in wider position in external rotation with here. And you're gonna do 3 roll downs, okay? Engage your shoulder and roll all the way down. And roll backing up. If you feel dizzy, just stop. Because this time, especially when you get into the 18 and 20 weeks, that's the time you lose a bit of your balance, or not lose, but you have to change. You get other hours about your body, where you are, you know, like about the size, about the balance, everything change. Okay, now we have this stick behind your back. Sorry, Lucy. And then thinking like, you know this part of our bottle, okay? It's like pretty much where the sit bone rolling in and up. I want you to get your sticky here. Can be a little bit longer or shorter. It's depending how is the size of your torso and the arms. But we get our feet in parallel and hip apart. You find your balance. This is a balance work. I will show on my side, that's easier for you, okay? And what you're gonna do, imagine, try to get a nice rotation with your shoulder as you have that connection. Triceps, lats, and serratus. It's not just here, that little V that I want. I want this, and this, okay? If you just get yourself here and pressing the stick against your bottom, and then use your shoulders rotating back, like sit on the pocket of your back. And from that, we're gonna sit on the stick. I use this stick, I'm sit on the stick. And back. Okay? I'm not hinging, I'm just going to bend. I'm hinging from my hip, but I'm not hinging forward with my back. I'm hinging from my leg. Don't go down with your chest, just a little bit. And up, okay? Don't allow yourself to do this. It's not a point. It's here. Imagine you're gonna stick the bottom down and up. It's all right? Great. Now we stay. And now we're gonna try to find our balance. And of course, imagine you're gonna sit more on one side, but you keep this stick and keep your sitting bone on the stick. And then you're gonna take one foot off. And I'm sitting. And back. And then you take the other foot off. And I'm still sitting. I'm still having the whole connection here, okay? You sit and then you take one leg off, but I'm still sitting. And take the other leg off. And find the balance. Take a leg. Yes. Beautiful. Take a leg. Good. Find balance. One more each side. And back. Just have a little rest. Now a bit more about balance and glute median. We have like a button here on the middle of our bottom. Okay? This is a maximum, this is a minimum, this is a medial glute. That's the one spot when you get the feeling. Right? Okay. Another thing is focus on don't lift your hip. Don't. On that exercise, we are working with the hip stability. Low core, gluteus, and hamstrings work hard to stabilize my hip as I'm not lifting. When we lift the hip, we're compressing our sacroiliac joint. Okay? When you lift to one side, you have the compression on the sacroiliac joint. That's the why sometimes you have sore on the side of the hip. Alright, you sit on the stick, I will show, just have a look and then we do it together, okay? My feet will be in parallel. I'm gonna sit on the stick and then now I find my balance to extending my leg forward like this. And knees will be in parallel, one next to the other. And then I'm gonna go around. I'm still sitting on my stick and bring and pull down. And then I go again. Extend, go around, find your balance, and backing down. Alright? We're gonna try to do that 4 reps of this one on the same leg, and then you change. I will check how you are doing, guys. Alright, just gonna pull down, sit, parallel hip apart. Say bring legs more closer, because if it's too apart, you don't have too much balance, like it's too far away from your midline. Focus on your midline. You go forward, hips stay nice in alignment, and then you go around and bring and pull down. Alright? All good? And stay here. Don't extend the leg. You're gonna do it straight away. Go further, around, and pull down, but stay with the hip flats. And forward, around, and down. And forward, and around, and down. And down, now we extend. It's okay? Could you feel the standing leg in work? Even with the quads and the gluteal muscles. Sit back, again, other leg, forward, sit really well. Engage your core, triceps, everything. Going around and pulling down. And go. Sit a bit more back, Lucia. Yes. Beautiful. Only 4. And back. Oh, good. Now, always you have to thinking about it. My midline, nose, stern, belly button, hip bone between my legs, the spacing between my ankle joints. Okay? Midline there. My stick will be on front, on my midline. You can use both hands or only one hand. It's depending how your balance are or is today. Okay? What you're gonna take? Right leg forward next to the stick. Put your right leg there. Yes. Alright. Focus on rotation on your head femur into the joint, hip joint. That's my goal. Okay? Glute medius and rotation. I want to release the joint. I want to create the strength to rotate my leg out. I pull my feet against the stick, and at the same time I start to lift, I start to rotate to send my knee away. I just show the way that you stand, and then you bring back down. Okay? And then the pole, the stick is the guidance to you, guide you as you don't lose your midline. Have to be on my midline, and I have to be that line. I just pull and lift and rotate and back and focus on your midline. Try don't hold it too hard on the stick. Release, okay? Fine, work with your balance. Oops, work with your core and focus to rotate. Find the glute medius and back. And again, the hip doesn't lift. Ooh, my balance, back. And back. And then swap leg. Of course, the other ankle, the other foot, burning a bit as well because we are working with the stability joints on the ankle. Other leg next to the stick. Alright? Focus on your midline. You start to push your foot against the stick and get in the rotation. Keep the stick on your midline and keep your body to your midline and back in parallel. It's okay, Sally, don't worry. And back. She got a stick as well. One more. And have a rest. That works, eh? Oh, good? Okay, we're gonna do some squats as we are in beautiful external rotation. Nice and wider. Can be wider, Lucia. Wider, wider, wider. Yes. Okay. We work with the hip joint all the class to open, to rotate, to create space, to create strengthening. And now we're gonna working a little bit more as using my glutes and hamstrings. We're going to bend the knees, focus on my knee pointed to my second toe all the time, okay? My knee, when I bend, my knee pointed to my second toe. The knee is not getting in, the knee is not going too out, and then I don't turn my feet as well. I'm pressing my feet down, plant the sole, and then the point of your knee, send it to your second toe. At the same time, you're gonna lift it here. Stay. You pull the pole towards your chest, elbows nice and wide and high. See, I cannot see my forearm. I can't see my elbow. It's all the same line. And then I push out. All right? Inhale. Nice and wider. My scapula's drawing in and out. And now I pull in and stay. And now I'm gonna lift my heels up. 1 and drop. Push and up. Alright, let's come with me. Here, Sally. Straight your legs up. Legs, Sally, stand up. That's it. Alright, bend. Bring the stick towards your chest. Hold. Raising the heels. Just the heels. Knees stay. And drop. And pushing out. And extend the legs. Alright? Maintain the knees to the same flexion. Bend. Stay. Lift the heels up. Drop. And back. Sorry, I forgot the arms because I just was focused on the heels, alright? Now let's go all together. Go. Raising and pulling the pole. Raising the heel. Drop the heel. Push it out and go up. Great. Bend. Pull it. Stay here with me. And you're going to 6. 1, 2, knees stay. 3, 4, 5, and 6, and go down and heavily release. It's okay? Yes. Drink some water, girls. Time to drink. Drink, Nivea. That's it. Já tem bercinho? Good. All right. Let's get back here with your feet still nice and wide. Beautiful external rotation. We are sending our knee to our second toe. And then we go into squat position. Okay. And then arms is lower than shoulder a little bit. Don't go high. From here, you're gonna try to shift our body to the sides. Stay the same level. You're not standing leg. You just shift. You stick sit bone. Each time you transfer, you try to sit a bit lower and sit lower and sit lower and lower and lower and rest. All right. Now, imagine we're gonna draw a circle with our pinky bone. We are here. You get the squat position. Okay. I'm just going to add something on the last exercise. You transfer your body here, and you go up, and go to the other side, and keep doing the same side. You are doing a circumductions, but the arm stay. Arm don't go high. It's just about the hippie glutes. Yes. One more. Don't forget to breathe in, girls. In and out. And then reverse. Go to the other side. Sit nice and low. And go. And bend. Nice and low. And go. And bend. Nice and low. And go. And one more. Sorry. And rest. That's really good. Feels alright? Shake legs. It's really good movement with the hip. You're not moving hip only like that, but you're moving your hip and that way as you're lifting pelvic floor and release. Okay, I didn't told you anything about it, but each movement you're lifting pelvic floor and draw the pelvic floor and lift the pelvic floor, right? Really good. And these ones we are keeping doing through the pregnancy because it's for the push. That is for our push and release, to get the strengthening and releasing, to be able to release the muscles to get the strengthening. Because sometimes we just work the strengthening, but it's just a contraction and to get like the tightness instead to strengthen it to be able to contract and to release. Contract and to release. That's the most important. We cannot be just tightness and like a big tightness, like doesn't have any movement. The pelvic floor is a muscle like any others that is necessary to contract and to release. To contract and to release. The release is the hardest for us because in our mind we have like as a power the main is to contract, but for to have the power I have to release. They work like to rebut, you push and back and push and back. Keep this in mind, okay? Every exercise that you do, especially with the pelvic floor, keep in mind you have to release. Be able to release for to contract. Alright? Good? Alright, girls. Let's from here nice and wide. Hands as much as you can. And then we're going to lift your arms all the way overhead. Try to go all the way behind your back. Alright, see here my little finger? They want to turn. Try, keep turning out and back. Keep turning and pull back. If it hurts shoulder, just try to get a bit more wider. That make much easier. Okay? But again, we will work with upper back. Inhale, keep feet in parallel. Don't push your belly forward. You maintain that connection with your transversus and serratus and back. Good. And then you go. Beautiful. One more to go. Now, maintain that distance in between your arms, and then we're going to try to bring the stick to our midline and opposite way. Try to lift the shoulders, they be on the same line. If it's too long, you just adjust the distance, depending how much is your length of your arm. Keep focus on the connection to the lower ribs, to the triceps, the end of the triceps underneath the triceps and the lats. One more each side. Beautiful. Lovely girls. Just class to have one more stretch on the hip flexor. Use the sticky as a support. You pull one leg on the back, bend the front leg, okay? And then look, this is the most important. Try to get your tailbone down, melting the tailbone down. And then you're gonna feel more stretch on the hip flexor. Okay? Lucia, lift the heel up. The back leg in my heel is high. Yes. Bend the front leg a little bit more and melting the tailbone down as you forcing your hip forward, the front, the hip forward. Right, but you don't do arch. It's not about the upper back. It's about the lower back. Try to tuck your tailbone down. Here, guys, don't do the arch. Look this. Try to get that position. You put your hip bone up. That you feel more stretch, much deeper. Okay, Nivea? Yeah? Yeah. Try get a little bit more. Put your hip bone up more. It's like about the tilt. Tilt your pelvis up and back. We talked this about it. Swap leg. Okay, look, think about the pelvis. Bend the leg, bend the front leg. Yes. Now, think you want to lift your belly button to your chest. Yes. And then you get more stretch on the back leg. Could you feel that? Yes. Push your heel down, Sally. The front leg, the back leg lifting you up.